Hello everybody and welcome to another Tomb Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. This is update number 57. This will be a pretty short one, so let's get right into it. Market volatility has picked up over the last few days, and we could see phantom sweeping the lows posted back in June. As the bottoming process continues on, which is something that we've talked about over the course of the last few months, it's a very long process. Stable yield farming versus directional trading is the preferred method for this quarter. We continue to stay focused on building, creating, testing, analyzing, and developing for the future of DeFi. So that is the opening monologue there. Let's get right into the Tomb updates. And in this Tomb update, they're talking about branding. The branding of Tomb and the branding of Life. It says that their international presence is growing even in this current market. So from the racetracks of F1, which you've all seen, MotoGP, which has a sponsorship as well, and then the UAE Warriors, which was added about a month or so ago now. It says our names and our logos and our brands are getting out there. With the use of MetaMask Mobile and the new integration of the Edge wallet, we're in front of more eyes every day. So that's fantastic. Building brands takes time, and we are paving the way now to create the easiest and most streamlined user experience for everyone new to decentralized finance. So you can see there that there's an emphasis on new users, and a lot of what they're doing is building for the next big wave. Not only building for the people that are here now, what can we do? Can we stable farm? How can we get through this market? The whole bit. But it's a cycle, as all of these cycles has been. There's going to be a new wave of people coming in at some point. Things are going to turn around at some point. And when they do, all of this stuff that they've been building for the last year, right, is all going to sort of greet new users in a way that they've never been greeted before. So really smart stuff that's happening there. Right here, you can see the Tomb Life ecosystem graphic. We don't need to go over that today, but everything that's on there. All right, I'll move to Life updates. Greenhouse. The Greenhouse, as part of the Life.com protocol, is getting USDC and L3USD. If you're not familiar, the Greenhouse right now is single staking for Tomb and Life. This is the one that'll get you the receipt token. It's also the one that auto compounds. Right, so right now, Tomb and Life, before the end of the month, so before the month is over, we're also going to have USDC and L3 USD. That's going to be added in, so you'll be able to get that STL token. Now they are building, right here, currently building out the use cases for these receipt tokens. So that's something that we sort of have to wait. You can get the receipt token, but we're not able to do too much with it at the moment. But that is something that they're working on, and it's something that they're building. Right here, you can see the screenshot on there. So I guess this is part of the beta version, but you have Life, Tomb, USDC, and L3 USD all in the Greenhouse. So that's really cool. It's great to see something new come to the Greenhouse, and especially stable versions. But L3 is something that, you know, they've been working on and building, and this is great to see that get added into the Greenhouse. All right, moving on. The Fountain of Life is still in the audit process and should be completed shortly. More details will be provided as soon as they are available. Thank you all for your patience. Now, there's some confusion out there as to whether the audit is over or not. The audit is far from over. Well, at least it should be over shortly, which is great. But the audit process is not over. All right, so the Fountain of Life is in audit. And this goes for the vaults as well. The vaults are in audit. All right. L3 updates. As mentioned above, L3USD is coming to the Greenhouse on Life.com. As a reminder, USDC and L3USD pools are live in the Terrace, and they've been live in the Terrace since late September, right? So only a couple weeks at this point. But that being said, it opens up the door to both supply and borrow USDC and L3USD, which is an incredible opportunity, and it gives you the flexibility to do some things with your portfolio that you weren't able to do prior to that. This is just a screenshot of that pool. So you have USDC and L3, and then you have the utilization rate for each one, supply APR and borrow APR. All right, moving on. Update on the vaults. So as previously mentioned, vaults are in audit and continue to go through the process as one of the many pre-launch steps. It is time to slide the curtain back a bit more and shine some more light on what we're building here. Stake Tomb and Life and get rewarded with L3USD. So this is brand new. Let's take a look at this flowchart. Here we can see the cycle of Tomb. So it says step 1, create Tomb, swap LPs. So go on to Tomb, go on to the swap, create your LPs, the LPs that will then earn you L share. Once you have your L share, eventually, right, the game here is that you can swap some of your L share for T share. Once you've swapped out for some T share, you stake that T share in the masonry. When the masonry has met its print conditions, you will earn Tomb. You take that Tomb, you put it into the Tomb Vault. Tomb Vault is going to emit L3. Take that L3, you could bring that over to Genesis, which you could stake, and then you can earn yourself some life. And then the life would then go back, and you can make some more LPs and continue the process. So really cool stuff right there. Let's take a look at the life cycle. And so for the cycle of life, you're looking at life coming into the garden, right? So again, LPs, you provide liquidity, right? Then get the share token. So provide liquidity, create the LP, get the L share. L share will then get deposited into the fountain, which again we said is in audit. When the print conditions are met, you'll get life. Stake that life into the life vault. Life vault will then emit L3USD. Take that L3USD, you can stake it in the nursery, and that'll get you some more life rewards. Life rewards back to the life swap and create more LPs. So those are the two main cycles, and you can see how they would operate in that zone. The really exciting part here is that you can single stake. According to this, you'll be able to single stake Tomb and single stake Life and earn a stable. All right, moving on. Tomb chain stats, 700,000 transactions. So that was met earlier today, which is phenomenal considering where we were only just a week ago. Wallets are sitting around 2,800, 2,780, so about 20 away from hitting that 2,800 mark. And the big thing was the second day, the second 25,000 plus transaction day. So it goes on to say the more Tomb chain gets used, the more data myself and the team have to analyze, and the more we can fine tune the chain and optimize it to its peak performance. So of course, they're very happy with all the results so far. Most of the major tweaks have all been done, and it's just a matter now of fine-tuning things to get it up to its absolute optimal performance. He goes on to say, I thank you all for your feedback. All right, moving on. FELIX.com updates. VIP levels on FELIX have never been more attractive. Now, if you're not familiar with FELIX, FELIX is the central exchange that we have that has not only a massive amount of cryptocurrencies that you can trade on spot, so you're looking longs, but it also has some DeFi tokens, some of which you can only get on Phantom. Generally speaking, DeFi tokens, but on a CeFi exchange, which is great. Now, FELIX uses Tomb as its VIP incentive. So there are VIP levels going all the way up to 9. Each one of them will give you a discount on maker and taker fees. In this example here, you can see that 0.09 maker fee compared to Binance, KuCoin, and Gate, all for the same, essentially the same discount, minus Gate is only 0.95, would only cost you, 10,000 Tomb would only cost you about $300 at the moment. That gets you into VIP 1. Binance, on the other hand, will cost you about $6,800 because you need to hold 25 BNB. Over here, you're looking at $87.54 because you need 1,000 KCS. And Gate.io would run you well, this can't be right because this says a million USD. Well, maybe it's right, maybe it's not. Let's hope it's not right because that's out of control. But anyway, look at it. $300 gets you into VIP 1 for a 0.09 maker discount fee. And that is absolutely fantastic. All right, moving on. Fanny and T-Bone updates. So this week we continue with the comics. We are at number 8, and this is Ye Rolls Life. This is What to Do When the Price Tanks Part 2. Let's take a look. All right, so hopefully you paused it, took a look, and now you have that embedded into your brain. And again, it goes on to say that, regarding the airdrops, please continue to be patient as we build the infrastructure to properly utilize these new assets. There's no need to rush in the current market, and generally, it's good to have everything in place and validated before release. All right, and the rest is what you expect over here. The future is bright. Talk about the checklist and everything that's on there, everything that's coming. Talk about how both the Game of Tomb and the Game of Life were developed so that users of all types might take pleasure in a secure and varied environment within the DeFi market, providing users with an infinite number of options. We will continue to innovate, educate, and put in countless hours of labor to protect the most important aspects of our protocol and our community. We appreciate your support. That will wrap it up for this week's Tomb Tuesday. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We will see you next week. Until then, we keep calm, tomb on, and enjoy life.